guys, what's going on? Tonight I'm making one of my family's favorite desserts to make. It's my Mamaw Dean's homemade banana pudding. And this ain't the instant mix pudding that a lot of people make. This is the homemade banana pudding. I'm gonna make the pudding myself from scratch, and that's what I'm about to start doing now. So it's a terrific, easy dessert you can make for your family. My family loves it. I even entered it into a contest one time. We was at a SCA steak cook-off, and they had a dessert contest too, and I entered that and I won. So I can say it's an award-winning banana pudding. But I got the recipe. My like I said, my mama, she made this, and she didn't have nothing written down. She just did it, just whatever it looked like. So one day years ago, I sat there beside her, me and my wife, and we wrote down and measured it out so we could have a recipe to go by. You want to start out first by separating 4 eggs. All you need is a yolk. You don't need the white part, whatever that's called. You go back and forth. Once you get it separated, put the egg yellow in there. Once you get your egg separated, give them a little beat. Mix them up a little bit. And then you want to get your sugar. You need a 1 1/4 cup of sugar. So I go over here and get the sugar. That's 1 cup. It's 1/4 cup. All right, you want to mix this egg and sugar mixture up until you get it all kind of, I say where all the sugar turns yellow. Just mix it up like that. Now, then you want to get your a 1/2 cup of flour. Put it there. Now mix the flour in with the sugar, and you want to try to get, you don't want to have very big lumps. Try to get the smallest amount of lumps as you can in there. Breaking that stuff apart while you're mixing it. Now get all that mixed in. All right, once you get your sugar and your flour and stuff mixed up, you want to get your milk. And you don't want to add, it calls for 4 cups of milk. And you don't want to add all 4 cups at one time because your mixture won't be able to get mixed thoroughly. So you want to do about 1 cup at a time. So I get 1 cup of milk, pour it in there. Then you got to get that as mixed up as good as you can. Breaking all those big clumps up. And this right here, this is going to be your pudding part. Like I said, it tastes a whole lot better than that instant pudding you buy in the store. Then once you get that mixed up good, you want to add another cup. And mix it in there real good. And you can see in here, you can see the stuff is dissolving. I don't see any particles, any sugar in the flour. I don't see nothing floating, so it's pretty good and mixed now. So after I mix the first and second cup in, the next thing I do, I'll go ahead and put the rest of the next 2 cups. Now, and give it a good mix. All right, once you got all that, it calls for 2 dashes of vanilla, and I just used a imitation vanilla. And I don't know what a dash is. The way I do it, I just 1, 2 dashes. That may be a dash to you, or a dash to me and not a dash to you. I don't know. That's my 2 dashes. And give it a good mix. All right, that's it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pour this over into my cooking pot. And when you pour it in the cooking pot, it may still have some of the sugar and flour and egg mixture on the bottom of this bowl that didn't get all the way dissolved. So when you pour, you wanna make sure you're stirring to get all the goodie, I call it the goodie, out of it. There we go. Now, and you want to cook this on a medium high heat. Well, no, just a medium heat. And this is the key. And it's going to take about 20 minutes to cook. And this is the key right here. You have to keep stirring this for 20 minutes. It's 7:27 right now. Well, I'm going to do a timer. Because if you don't keep stirring this, it will stick to the bottom of the pot, and you don't want it to stick. And you'll feel it start to get thick. But this is the worst part, is sitting here stirring this for 20 minutes so it won't stick. And when if you feel it sticking, what you can do is you can lift the pot off the fire and keep stirring, let it cool down a little bit, and then put it back down on it. Okay? But you can feel the with your spoon on the bottom of the pot when it starts to stick a little bit. But I'm gonna stir this, and while I'm doing this, my wife, my lovely wife, most beautiful, awesomest wife, is gonna put the camera down and chop up my banana. And it's gonna take, we use 5 bananas for this recipe. And that bowl right there that we use, it's a 9-inch bowl. I think it's like 4 inches deep. So we'll come back to you when this pudding is good and thick, and I'll show you how the thickness that is that I like. All right, guys, I've been stirring this about 17 minutes now, and you can see it's getting thicker. It needs to be a little more thicker. But see, when the oven turns on, I hold the pot up off the heat so it won't stick on the bottom. Then when the oven turns back on, I set it down. And you gotta continue to stir until it gets the thickness that you want it. And my wife has already got the wafers and bananas cut up and wait. What do you think? All right, get a good look at this and see how. So you can see how thick it is. That's about the thickness that you want it right there. So what you do, you go over here and you pour in your pudding on top of the bananas and the vanilla wafers that's already in the bottom of the bowl. And now what you're gonna layer. Once you get enough pudding in there. Now, and you wanna keep stirring, put cookies first. You wanna put your cookies down. then you add your bananas on top of the cookies. And you're just doing that each time. You're building layers of cookies, bananas, and pudding. Cookies, bananas, pudding. And it takes a whole box of vanilla wafers. And don't use no imitation wafers. Use them good vanilla wafers right there. All right, once you get the bananas in there, you want to pour another layer of pudding. All right. And you're gonna put another layer of cookies. All right, this is gonna be the last layer of pudding to put in. I'm gonna throw the rest of the bananas in there. We got them chopped up, might as well. Uh-oh. Anna Grayson, get that one. There we go. All right, you pour the rest of the pudding in. Now, then you layer the top of it with cookies. Make sure you don't use any broken cookies on the top layer, because that's the layer everybody sees. And there you have it. That's my Mamaw Dean's homemade banana pudding, and it is the best banana pudding that you will ever eat. So if you like the recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel here. Try to make this at your house. Let me know how it turns out. Let me know how you like it. Y'all have a good night and God bless.